Well, legend has it sweating out your sins with a workout is a great way to cure a hangover, but according to a top trainer, you are doing yourself more harm than good. That treadmill session will likely leave you thirsty and dehydrated as well, so put down the weights and get ready to work out your mind instead. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your expert trivia trainer, and this is HQ Trivia, where your brain matter can make your pockets a whole lot fatter. The rules are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap that answer. You get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right and you win, or you split the cash. And do not forget, inviting friends to HQ using your code can score you extra lives. You can use one per game, just not on the final round. And tonight we are giving away a muscle-bound £1,000. That's enough for a new bed to lie in to sleep with your hangover, a tank of water to keep you refreshed, and a bottle of champagne to start all over again. But before you waste it, you've got to taste it. Let's get to the quizzing, shall we? With Q1. A wig is commonly worn on which part of the body? Elbow, big toe, head. There's only one place you should be wearing a wig, and we all know that. If you are putting a wig on your elbow, then failing this quiz is the least of your worries. Leaving foot fluff for the hobbits instead. It belongs on your head, of course. The wig goes on the head. 178,000 of you using your head on Q1. Now, they were big in the 15 and 1600s, but seems we've been wigging out since the ancient Egyptians, way back then. Q2, which of the following is derived from milk, clowns, cheese, the moon, which is the dairy product of the bunch. What's it telling you? If you went for the moon, then you are about to come crashing back down to earth. Way more tasty than creepy clowns. It's cheese. Who's cheesing over this one? 175,000 of you. No surprise there. Now, the earliest evidence of cheese production dates back to 7,500 BCE. And we've been having lacto-loopy dreams ever since then. And it's shout-out time, everybody. Hi to the girls at Church Lane and Dylan from Oxford. Rosie and Jibs, good luck on your exam tomorrow. Hello to Luca, Grace and Diana. Sam Brown and his partner Leroy, who have paused Love Island to play. Love it. Congrats to Alan and Erica on their anniversary, and congrats to Rowdry and to Arn on getting engaged this week. Love is in the air for sure. Good luck to all of you players. Moving on to Q3, in which parlor game is the role of a detective assigned to a player? Musical chairs, pick-up sticks, wink murder. Some of these sound more fun than others. Now, musical chairs would have to go very wrong to require a detective. Bloodshed in the blink of an eye is wink murder for the win. 163,000 of you slayed that one. The detective tries to discover who the murderer is before they've winked all the other players to death. Q4. What's the title of the autobiography of the British PM who left office in 2010? OMG, Gordon's alive. My life, our times. My name is Elvis. One title this could really be, right? He surely had another life outside of Downing Street, but hopefully it wasn't as an Elvis impersonator. It was My Life, Our Times. 138,000 of you are right on time with the win. Now, we expected a snooze fest, but Brown's book has received plenty of positive reviews since it came out last year. Surprising. Q5, which of these countries is not completely landlocked by a single country? Uzbekistan, Lesotho, Vatican City. Your land lovers should know this one. No man is an island, but two of these nations may as well be. The only place in the world that's surrounded by other stands is Uzbekistan for the win. 67,000 of you big fans of that one. We lost. Half of you there. Now, Vatican City is laying low inside Italy, while Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa. Q6, which of these movies earned Christopher Nolan his first Best Director Oscar nomination? The Dark Knight, Inception, Dunkirk. And it was well deserved. Great movie. They picked up exactly 8 nominations each, but which one earned Nolan his first director nod? 0 jokers, but full of heroes. Dunkirk who went to see Dunkirk? 14,363 of you on this savage one. This is all about the sausages right here because we lost 55,000, 14,000 of you still in the running for the cash. Now, this year's Oscar actually went to Guillermo del Toro, but Dunkirk itself took home 3 other awards. Q7, which of these novels was not written in the first person? The Hunger Games, Divergent, The Maze Runner. We're not talking about the movie, we're talking about the novel. Now, it's all me with teen fiction, but which of these books was written in the third person? Solving puzzles at speed. The Maze Runner. Amazing win for 4,353 of you. That was another brutal question right there. 10,000 of you gone, sadly. Now, the Maze Runner series was made into a film trilogy, crossing the finish line with film 3 in January, just recently. Q8. Which of these was invented by an Air Force pilot? Cash machine, lava lamp, fire extinguisher. Very clever Air Force pilot. Invented what? Only one of these is of use, up in the air, but Edward Craven Walker didn't invent the fire extinguisher. Hot in the 60s, it's the lava lamp. 2,211 of you are lit in the game right now. Originally called the Astro Lamp, it was the Americans who gave them their volcanic nickname. Q9, which of these bands was named after a movie? Grateful Dead, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. Art imitating life, imitating art, imitating life. It may sound like an uplifting zombie film, but the Grateful Dead came from a game of dictionary roulette. The opposite of last Sunday, Black Sabbath is what we're talking about here. 969 of you rocking on to the next round. Black Sabbath is also an Italian horror movie, while Deep Purple was one of their granny's favorite songs. Q10, which of these people did not run as a Democratic presidential candidate against Ronald Reagan, Walter Mondale, Ted Kennedy, Jimmy Carter? Didn't go up against Ronnie. They were all up for facing Reagan, but who never got the chance. Better behind a desk than behind the wheel. Ted Kennedy didn't do it. That's who. 354 of you still behind the wheel in the game. Now, Reagan rinsed the others, kicking Carter out of office in 1980 and Mondale back to the curb in 1984. We're almost there. Q11. In which of these TV programs has Lin-Manuel Miranda not appeared? Curb Your Enthusiasm, Arrested Development, How I Met Your Mother. He's in great demand. He wrote and starred in the musical Hamilton, but which of these shows missed out on the Miranda factor? Longtime fan, no-time cast member. It's Arrested Development, and a well-developed win for 148 of you. Denim shorts at the ready, because we are never nuding into the final round. 148 players left in the game, 26 players using their extra lives to get back in. £1,000 up for grabs. Let's do this, players. Q12. From 1900 to 2016, which of these countries recorded the highest number of earthquakes? Peru, Iran, Japan. Do you feel the earth moving for you right now? We had one of our own at the weekend, but which of these nations is the most rumbly? They've rebuilt many of their buildings to be quake-proof, but Japan isn't topping this trio. Being hit by 116 earthquakes in 116 years. It's Iran for the win. And we have 45 winners, my lovelies. Congratulations to our 45 winners tonight. I know you feel the earth shaking now. You are taking home £22 and 22p. We've got R Forest 01. We've got Ruben Parry. We've got Dear Boy looking very dear right there. Will Richardson as well, and a bunch of other winners. What are you going to do with that cash? Maybe get cheesy with your favorite cheese. You should be cheesing right now. Put your money in the banana stand. Get some denim shorts for the shower. There's a lot you can do with that cash. £22 and 23p. That was an awesome one, HQTs, as always. And I'm Sharon Carpenter. You can find me right here. Stop by, say hello, and request your shout-outs. All right, and of course, we will see you back here at 3 p.m. tomorrow with another stash of cash for you to win. £1,000 to be exact. Until then, have an amazing night, and I will see you very soon. Bye.